Hello, everyone. Welcome to my craft room. Glenda Mollet here, and I'm going to show you how to create this beautiful card inspired by one I saw by Gail Ellis. It uses the new Art in Bloom bundle, which is something that we have not had in our catalog before, and I'm really excited to show you all about this one. So this is one of my June 2021 in color club cards, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm just getting my computer set up so I can make sure everything is in screen, and then I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so to make this card, I have a medium envelope, thick basic white card base. Okay, let's get me organized to start with. There we go. Okay, cards in screen. Okay, envelope. Put some light on here that I forgot to do. There we go, got a little light on that side. Okay, the card base is thick basic white, the usual 8.5 by 5.5. I have a piece of whisper white for the inside and a strip of designer paper for the inside, just a little tiny strip. A piece of pale papaya. Now usually I would die cut and emboss and stamp from here, but you can't do that with this bundle, so that's one thing. A piece of basic white that's 4 7/8 by 3 5/8, and I've already embossed that with the Tasteful Textile embossing folder. And then a piece of basic white that's 4 by 4, and I've already die cut one of the circles from the Encircled in Beauty dies. I have a piece of pale papaya that is 2.5 by 2.5 to do the flower, and then a couple of pieces of white that are 2.5 by 2.5. A piece of white that is, oops, that's my genial gem there. Oops, it popped off the plastic and ended up on my shirt. So let's just put that back. It's, for some reason, it's stuck to my basic white there. A little bit of adhesive on there. Okay, so a scrap for the sentiment, and I'm going to die cut the sentiment. Then I have a piece of Pattern Party designer paper that's 5 1/4 by 3/4, and some genial gems that we'll be adding at the end. So I'm just going to put them over there out of the way so I don't lose them. It's so pretty. Okay, so let's get going, and I'll show you how to do this. So along with the Art in Bloom bundle, and I'll tell you about that in just a sec, I'm using the Encircled in Friendship bundle as well, and the Tasteful Textiles embossing folder. I love these circle dies. They're so pretty. And then I'm going to use this image. Going to use the sentiment comes from Art in Bloom. Now we haven't had anything like this before. This is called a hybrid embossing folder because you can emboss with the die inside the embossing folder so that you cut and emboss all at the same time. Do you see that? Isn't that stunning? I am so excited about this. When I first saw it in the catalog, I thought, nope, what the heck is that? I don't have a clue what this is all about. I think it's page 116. Yeah. But then our CEO, Sarah Douglas, did it on one of her Facebook Lives, and I thought, aha, that's going to be ordered right now. So it's on page 116. You can buy the stamp set separate from the embossing folder and the dies, but you cannot buy the embossing folder or the dies by themselves. They only come bundled together. So when you open up your embossing folder, and I heard the other day, I've been trying to figure out how to tell you which is on the bottom. So it's like I don't remember, I think it was Tina Zink said, bump on the bottom. So if you feel this, this is raised image is the bump, and that's the bottom of the embossing folder. That makes so much sense, I tell you. Okay, so now you find which way it goes, and then you move it around until it pops down into the little crevice that's made for it, and then you just emboss it. So I'm going to run it through. This is the one I want to be pale papaya. So I'm going to put that on there. And you can put the dies up or down, but I tend to put them down, that way they're not going to move around on me. And I'm just going to run it through my die cutting machine. And then when you open it up, look at this. It's embossed and die cut, and it's so deep. It has incredible detail on it. You can use these dies with the stamp set as well. Where did I put? There it is. So the stamp set has a stamp as well, and the stamp, wrong way around, sorry, the stamp fits the dies perfectly. So if you want, you can stamp and then die cut and emboss. So I already have some of these die cut, so I'm going to just use them instead of running through the machine again, because I've already got them, so I might as well use them, right? Okay. So you can use the embossing folder by itself. It has incredible detail. Or you can die cut and emboss at the same time. So I'm going to use this big flower and this flower. And then this is what the inside looks like. It has a little 1/4 of an inch strip of designer paper on there as well. So we'll put these and this back inside the stamp case, and I have it for next time. Okay, so that's that bundle. Now we're just going to put that away for now and show you the Encircled in Friendship dies, because it's been a while since we had some really cool circle dies. So the one I used is this one, but you can cut a circle or a square, and then it will cut out, oh wait, that's the wrong one. That's the one I used on another card. So just, I'll tell you about this anyways. And it'll cut the middle out, and then it'll cut all of these pieces around, but you still have a circle, right? But it has this die that fits on here like this. So now you can cut it out. It becomes a standalone piece, but that's on another card that I was making. So just let me put this die away, and then I'll show you the one I used. So this is the one I used, and it just cuts out the beautiful detail on the outside. And then you just have to go around and poke these off. You can use your brush, take your pick tool brush to do this. And when I'm doing this, I always think, why didn't I just start with my take your pick tool brush? Then it would be faster, but you don't think of these things until you're done. So carrying on. Okay. So we have the card base, and then the piece of pale papaya, and then this goes on here like that. And then we have this piece, and I'm going to cut the bottom of that off so that it doesn't show. Oh, I know what I haven't done. I'm getting the leaves. And then this piece is going to sit on here, and then the sentiment. Sorry. And then these pieces, like that. and the sentiment. And I need to die cut some leaves. I didn't die cut the leaves. I forgot about them. Let's put my encircled in beauty dies away and get out. So this is from the bloom dies, these two. Those two leaves right there. Let's get a piece of paper back out. And I'm going to cut a couple of these leaves. There we go. Let's run those through the machine. Whoops, it flipped right onto the floor. Oh gosh, hang on. Gotta go. Here we go. Okay, so that's garbage. Get our pieces out of the way. And let's start with putting adhesive on. Now, the Tasteful Textiles is different on each side, so just use whatever side looks good for you. I think I'm going to use the less bumpy side this time. Getting my stuff off of my silicone mat because I had to start my stamp and seal. And we'll put this on here like this. Line it up nice and straight, and then that goes straight onto the card. Oh my goodness, I've been having issues with this dispenser all day. It's like it's on vacation or something. Okay, now that'll go onto the card base. Just like that. Yep, straight. Okay, now the circle. Just going to figure out how much I need to cut off. And this is going to go here, right about there. So I'm just going to move it up a bit and mark it with my pencil. And you can use your cutter if you want, but it's going to be hidden anyway, so I'm just going to hand cut it. There we go. Now, my Memento ink and the stamp from Encircled in Friendship, and we'll stamp that on here like that, kind of sort of in the middle-ish. Perfect. All right. And while I'm stamping, I think I'll just stamp the sentiment as well. And then we'll stamp the inside. I love the font. They've got some really nice fonts this year. There we are. Oh, it's not. You see how that happy goes up in the air? I must have not put it down on the table properly when you have something like this, if you lay it on the table and then pick it up, hopefully it'll be straight. More chance of it being straight than if you just put it on the block itself. So, oh, this is the one with the goob in the middle. Let me just take that adhesive off. There we go. It's got adhesive all over my block. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's gone in the garbage. Stamp this again, see if we can get that straighter this time. Well, it's not the perfect stamp, but it will do. Okay, and the inside. Now just remember, Mollet, it goes sideways. Okay, so I'm going to stamp it up a little bit from the bottom so I can put that strip of designer paper on there. So something like that. Oh dear, forgot to put my dirty paper down. Okay. Oh, then I didn't do the envelope. Oh my goodness. There, now we're done stamping. Okay, so I'm going to use my pale papaya markers to color in the flowers. I'm not going to color the leaves because I don't want to have the extra color in here. I want it just to be white and pale papaya. But you could use soft seafoam if you want to put green. Soft seafoam would be gorgeous with this. It really goes well with the pale papaya. Get some dark in there. I could blend it in and do the next flower. These are really pretty flowers. They must be some kind of a lily, I think. I'm not good at choosing what color flowers are. But the coloring where all these little dots are, they look a lot like a lily. I used to grow lilies in my garden when I lived in one of the houses that we lived in here in Port Alberni. Had gorgeous lilies. They were like 4 feet tall. And they're one of the things that the deers don't eat. But I don't know why I didn't get any when we moved into this house. Probably because I don't have a lot of gardens. Okay, I'll just do the big one. Doesn't take long to color these. This new pale papaya color is beautiful. So soft. And it goes so well with these flowers. But wouldn't this card be stunning done in polished pink or magenta madness? You don't have to do soft pastel-y flowers. You can do them whatever color you want. When I'm figuring out where to put the color, add the dark in, I use the lines that the artist has put on the stamp for me as my guide for where to put the shadows. There we go. See, that didn't take too long. All right, now this will go down flat as soon as I can get my adhesive to work. Let's put some on here. There, and it has to go over to the left so we have enough room to put our flowers on there. Like that. Now the next thing to put on is the designer paper strip. And I'm just going to put adhesive. I'm going to turn it over first of all. Oh, I made this one longer than the other one. I think I'm going to cut just a smidgen off of that. There, that's better. I don't want it to go right out to the very edge, but I'm going to mark it where I'm going to put the adhesive because I just want it to be attached to that. I want to leave these free so that it doesn't curve. So we'll put some adhesive between those marks. This way. And I'm just kind of going down and then centering it. This one's down a little bit further than the other one, but that's okay. I'm good with it. All right, now this is going to go here like that, and I have put it up on a dimensional in the very center of it. And we'll just put this right there. And now this one is the center is going to be down below where the petals are, so I'll put another dimensional on that one as well, just so it's not sitting flat. I like it with a little bit of lift. Okay, now to take the bits out of our leaves. Like that. And this one. Put those in the garbage before they get places I don't want them to be. And get my glue dots out. Put a glue dot on the bottom of the leaves so they stay where I put them. I slide them in. Okay, I'm going to slide this one in under here. A little bit more. That's good. And this one's going to go down here. Now, before I push that down, at my sentiment and the die, cut the sentiment out. There we go. A piece of the Post-it note to hold it in place so it doesn't move. I'll run that through my die cutting machine. There we are. Now, this is going to go on dimensionals, one on each end. And I just want to make sure that that's where I want that leaf. Yeah, so push the leaf down. Now, get some dimensionals here. One on this side. And that's going to sit right there. So then I can put one here. And I can put one there. Now it's not going to be popped up over top of the flowers. It'll just sit down nicely on top of them. Oh, before I put that on, forgot the Wink of Stella. Let's just add some Wink of Stella quickly to the flowers. Tip that up a bit. I'll get underneath there. And a little bit on these flowers while I'm at it. Because you can never have too much Wink of Stella. Okay, I'm just going to lift that leaf up and get underneath there. Oh, stunning. Can you see the bling on that? Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Okay. Sentiment going on. There we go. Oh, that is just simply beautiful. Okay. Let's get the genial gems and get them put on. Nope. There. Didn't want those to be in a line, because then they start looking funny. Okay, plastic in the garbage can before I lose it. Or I lose it completely. Okay, inside. So I'm just going to do a quick color job on the flowers. Oh, so I love this stamp. For some reason, it makes my heart happy. I don't know whether it's the clean classic lines of the flowers or it's all the dots or what it is, but it definitely makes my heart happy. Just doing a quick color. With something this pretty, you don't really need to do a lot of blending with it. You can just do a quick color job. Whoops. It's a good thing that's going to be covered because I went over there. Started to color a leaf. Just a few spots of color. Up. When I was doing last weekend we did a team thing. A bunch of demonstrators got together and we did an all-day team thing. And one of the demonstrators was showing us how to open your blends. Never knew what these little bumps are for. Apparently, that's how you're supposed to open your blends. You're not supposed to grab them and pull because you can get ink all over yourself, right? So you just put your fingers there and push up. And then open it gently because sometimes some of the alcohol will come out of that and it can end up everywhere. So there you go. There's a tip for you. Now, get my glue, but this is a little bit too long, but I'll cut it off after I get it on. So I'm just going to put some little glue dots on here, or a stream of glue or something. See how it works. Yeah, I can do just a quick stream all the way down, right in the middle. There we go. Now, let's use the scissors to pick it up though. Otherwise I'll get glue everywhere. Okay, so on the inside, I put it up a little ways because I had a blob of ink there. That's why I had to cover it. But I thought, you know, it looks really pretty. So I'm going to go right there. Kind of, hopefully it'll be straight. Because I don't have my grid paper to check it. There. Doesn't that look cool? It was just that little strip that you would have thrown away anyways. So why not make use of it? There we go. I'll just cut off the excess off of both sides. Garbage before it ends up on something. And we'll put this inside and then we'll be done. Maybe we'll put this inside if I can get it to work. There we go. I'll be glad when this roll is done. I don't usually have as much problems as I've been having with this one. Okay, I'll just put this inside. I have glue on my thumb. And there it goes. And I'm not going to color on the envelope. I'm just going to leave the envelope plain. So there we are. There's another one of my June in Color Club cards. And I think this one is also going to be part of the July tutorial, monthly tutorial subscription. So I hope you enjoy this card that was inspired by one by Gail Ellis. Thank you for spending time in my craft room with me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stampin' Smiles, and bye for now.